This is the War Brief Daily for April 17, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. 703. That is the number of incoming threats Russia launched against Ukraine overnight, the largest aerial barrage in nearly 2 weeks. Tonight we are tracking 3 major confirmed developments. First, the scale and impact of that assault on Kyiv, Dnipro, and Odesa. Second, a critical vulnerability that the intercept numbers are hiding. And third, Ukrainian drones hitting deep inside Russian territory in a confirmed counterstrike. First, the barrage. On April 16, Russia executed a 2-wave aerial assault totaling 703 incoming targets. The attack included approximately 636 Shahed-type one-way attack drones, supplemented by ballistic and cruise missiles. President Zelenskyy confirmed 19 ballistic missiles were launched, with the majority aimed directly at Kyiv. Primary strike zones were residential neighborhoods across Kyiv, Dnipro, and Odesa. Confirmed casualties as of today: at least 17 people killed, more than 100 injured. Eyewitness accounts and photographic evidence show destroyed homes and rubble-strewn streets. Ukraine's Air Force reported intercepting or disabling 667 of the 703 incoming threats, a 95% intercept rate. Confirmed and multi-sourced by AP, CP24, and Ukraine's Air Force official statement. That 95% figure sounds strong. Here's what it is concealing. Standard NATO air defense doctrine calls for 2 to 4 interceptors fired per incoming threat to ensure a high kill probability. Ukraine's Patriot crews are now firing just 1. That is confirmed. On record from Ukrainian Patriot Unit Commander Oleksandr in an official military video release, and corroborated by Ukraine's Parliamentary Defense Committee. Zelenskyy disclosed the critical shortage publicly in a German ZDF interview on April 14th. The math behind this is deliberate on Russia's part. A Shahed drone costs between $20,000 and $50,000 to produce. A single Patriot PAC-3 interceptor costs approximately $4 million. Launch enough cheap drones and you bleed Ukraine's reserves dry. Following the April 16th barrage, Zelenskyy immediately directed the Air Force to contact allied partners for urgent resupply. This is now an operational requirement. The UK announced a pledge of more than 120,000 drones and a £500 million air defense package, but drones do not replace Patriot missiles. Third, the counterstrike. While Russia was striking Ukrainian cities, Ukrainian drones attacked the Tuapse oil refinery on the southern Russian Black Sea coast in Krasnodar Krai during the overnight hours of April 16. This strike is confirmed by eyewitness accounts and official reporting. Tuapse is one of Russia's largest Black Sea coast refineries and a key logistics hub for Russian forces operating on the southern axis. This fits a documented pattern. Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief General Syrskyi confirmed over 70 Russian industrial targets were struck in March 2026 alone. Russia claimed its air defenses downed 207 Ukrainian drones overnight. That claim is noted, but has not been independently verified. Moscow also warned European nations that supporting Ukraine's drone capabilities could lead to, in their words, unpredictable consequences. That language signals Ukraine's long-range strike campaign is being operationally felt. 3 things to watch in the next 24 to 48 hours. 1. Whether any allied partner publicly responds to Zelenskyy's direct call for Patriot resupply. 2. Satellite or OSINT confirmation of damage at the Tuapse refinery and any downstream impact on Russian fuel logistics. 3. Russian strike timing. If Moscow launches another large-scale barrage within 72 hours, it may indicate a deliberate strategy to exhaust Ukrainian interceptor reserves before resupply can arrive. That is your War Brief Daily for April 17th, 2026.